You are cordially invited to the grand opening of the White House Tour's newest attraction. Housed in the former White House ballroom is the permanent Donald J. Trump Hall of Failures, dedicated to the worst president in the history of what's left of the United States of America. We have packed inside this 90,000 square foot building over 15 different hands-on exhibits showcasing Trump's legacy of humiliating himself and this country while alienating our allies and killing hundreds of thousands of people around the world in the process. One interesting exhibit showcases Trump's version of math, which we call Donald puts the num in numbers, like lowering drug prices by 1,500% so that the Viagra you order is going to raise your bank account too. Hard to beat that. Or Trump claiming that he had more people at his speech on the ellipse just before the Capitol riot than at Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. Another exhibit is what we call Lessons in Megography, where Donald displays his unparalleled mastery of world geography. Trump claims to have ended a war between Armenia and Cambodia, which are 4,000 miles apart and never at war. Or when Trump referred to the city of Leningrad in Russia, not realizing that it has been named St. Petersburg since 1991. Trump said that the BRICS group represented Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Spain. Problem is the S doesn't stand for Spain, it stands for South Africa. BRICS has 10 members now, still no Spain though. Trump thought that Paris was in Germany, not France. Oh well, he was only off by 250 miles in one country. For hands-on excitement, drag the Where's Trump figure on the screen so that the raised hand is over a dot and watch Donald give some alternate fact about the location. Or go on over to the Is It History or His Story exhibit. Donald's unmatched grasp of past events will have you wondering why you were never taught these in school, like how the Continental Army took over the airports from the British during the American Revolutionary War in the 1770s. Or how Andrew Jackson was really angry when he saw what was happening with regard to the Civil War, even though Jackson died 16 years before the Civil War started. Or Trump threatening Afghanistan with consequences unless it hands back control of the Bagram Air Base to Washington, even though Trump negotiated the withdrawal from Bagram in 2020, while claiming that the U.S. had originally built the facility. Actually, the U.S. didn't build it, the Soviets did in the 1950s. While at the exhibit, enjoy the challenge of piloting a simulated landing of a Trump-conceived flying ace at a real Revolutionary War airport. Be advised, air traffic control won't be created for another 142 years. Another exciting exhibit is Donald's take on environmental issues, which we call Trump puts the mental in environmental. For instance, Trump has stated several times that climate change is a hoax because cold weather contradicts the concept of climate change. Weather refers to short-term conditions, while climate refers to long-term averages. Or that wind turbines drive whales crazy. Or that when the wind isn't blowing, wind turbines don't generate electricity, so you won't be able to watch TV. Apparently batteries don't exist in MAGA world, but how does Donald think turbines work?
I never understood wind, and I know windmills very much. I've studied it better than anybody.
What a revolting development this is.
Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. acetaminophen. Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
Other not to miss exhibits. Pandemic? What pandemic? Oath of office. Everything's for sale, even the president. Stable genius. Unbeweavable, and many more. And in case you thought we forgot the kiddies, we have a fun-filled room of games for the whole family to play. Like a video game where you can see how many birds you can kill with a turbine before they fly by. Slice and dice a bald eagle for bonus points. Try the challenge of our Trump Whack-A-Staff game, where you can see if you can remove administration people as fast as Donald can. Rumor has it Trump used this method too. Feel the thrill of getting a picture of you poking your face through a life-size photo stand of Donald Trump set against the backdrop of the Oval Office wearing Donald's merch from MAGA hat to gold sneakers and everything in between. Try your hand at plead ball, Donald's version of skee ball. Trump stated that only the mob takes the fifth, implying that only criminals do that. Then in 2022, he invoked the fifth 450 times. Challenge your friends to the buzzed or high game. Can you press the Trump Diet Coke button faster than your friend pressing the Don Jr. Cut Coke button to get to 100% first? And don't forget to dine in our ketchup-stained Trump commissary area, where we serve Trump-themed dishes to satisfy any palate, including They're Eating the Cats Up and corn dogs, strongmen, tough men with tears in their fries, or I know more than any onion rings. And don't forget our house specialty, Trump Taco, filled with bologna, ptomaine lettuce, a big chicken, and a tiny mushroom. They're all terrific. And on your way out, be sure to take your complimentary bag of remains of the demolition of the old ballroom, suitable for burning or flushing. Wear MAGA merchandise on the tour and get 2 bags. So be sure to check out the Donald J. Trump Hall of Failures, dedicated to the worst president in the history of what's left of the United States of America, on your next visit to the White House. Hope to see you there.